Okay, so pretty much I'm just making a small little video just explaining something about TDS that I kind of don't like. It's the battle passes that they make. The reason being I don't like them is because you have to grind the same mode over and over and over again. And this doesn't seem very difficult, like I've done this all the time before for TDX when I've grinded all those battle passes, or for TDS when I've grinded Fallen and Molten for the 6 golden crates I have. Actually 7, because I don't know why I bought another one, but, you know, I'm used to grinding these games. I'm almost level 600, which is a lot, and I've played almost 3,000 TDS matches in total. So, but I feel like the battle pass just fails because of one reason. How fucking long it is. See this? That's 18,000 points. The entire battle pass takes 27,000. And most time per fallen game you'll get like I would say 600 maybe, and the fastest I'd say you could beat fallen like without being a sweat, like for example Dank's Platter or whatever, is probably about like 10 minutes with time skill ticket, or maybe like 8 or 9, if you know what you're doing, maybe even 7. So if you want to finish a battle pass, well, let's do some quick maths. 600 per fallen game, that would be roughly about 50 or so fallen matches, maybe around that amount. You may think that's not that very much. It takes the same amount to get a golden crate. Yeah, it takes the same amount to get a goddamn golden crate. That's how much you're playing Fallen over and over and over again just to get some skins. And these, yeah, you get consumables, yeah, you get time pool tickets, yeah, you get revive tickets, yeah, you get, whatever. The emotes, stickers, and skins are the things people actually want, and they're just customizable things. They don't help you in the real game. Golden skins literally multiply a tower's damage and their ability. Like for example, Gold Crook Boss, it makes it more cost efficient, more DPS, it's a better tower. Gold Cowboy makes it cost like less money, a better cost efficiency, and also gives more money. Gold Minigunner deals so much more DPS, and it's much more powerful. Gold Pyromancer is better crowd control, and overall just like a better DPS tower. Golden Scout becomes much more cost efficient and just better in general to use, like a lot more. And then Gold Soldier gets flying detection and becomes a good sub DPS option compared to regular Soldier. So all the golden towers become extremely powerful and extremely versatile, but these skins that take the same amount of time to grind are just customizable things. And by the way, these skins, I don't even like them. They don't look that cool. I only get them so I can brag to my friends that I grinded this entire battle pass and they didn't, and they missed it. Like, the Accelerator and Jellyfish skin for, like, Electroshocker and, Accelerator are good skins, don't get me wrong, so is Electroshock Ranger, but they're cartoon-y looking. Like, I don't hate, cartoon-looking things, like, I'm fine with that, it's Roblox, it's a kids game, but the only reason why TDS devs are making their things look more cartoony is because what is Roblox's target demographic? Kids. What kind of people like little cartoons? You guessed it, kids. So when they make these things look like things kids would enjoy, it creates them to have more players, which I don't mind. Like, having more players is good for a game, especially with there being like toilet tower defense games and anime and all-star games that are just pure child gambling. But with this, it kind of makes more sense. But the reason why the battle passes suck, in my opinion, is because old battle passes were you would play the event, and since the event was actually hard and difficult to play, and people aren't like stupid idiots back then because the event was pretty easy to understand. Example, Solar Eclipse, my personal favorite event, was just with Jax, spam like Scout and Commander, and you'll win. With Swamp Monster, get some quick bosses, minigunners, Commander, DJ, and Accelerator, and maybe Ranger if you want, and you'll win. It's pretty easy. Night 3 was just make sure you have Hunters or Ace Pilots to take care of the flying enemies, and then Accelerator, Minigunner, Crook Boss, Commander, DJ, that's all you need. Maybe Turret if you want to, bring that, but that's like optional. And then you have the final night, which was like Accelerator, Turret, Ranger, DJ, Gold Minigunner, Commander, you know, lots of really good towers that you needed to bring. But the thing about this event that made it better than the ones now is because Umbra's boss fight was like interactive. If you didn't pay attention, you would have lost. Literally, you had to like make sure you time Commander Chain correctly, and also power abilities. Make sure you micro towers. Make sure you use especially use the cannon ability to stun her so that you won't die to her ability. But now with events like, for example, the final night in the Hexscape is just seeing how good your computer is. It just lags your computer the entire time, and it's nothing skill wise, because all you do is you get like $600,000, and if you have really expensive towers like Ranger, Accelerator, Turret, or Pursuit, you'll win. Like, it's not that difficult. And then Operation Ice being pretty much just Pursuit, Ranger, Accelerator, Engineer, Commander, DJ, Gold Crook Boss, Gold Minigunner, high DPS towers like that. And if they have high range, like Ranger or Pursuit, you're gonna win because the map is so damn long. Frost Spirit wasn't hard. He was an easy boss to beat. And people are gonna say, well, like, what about the fact that, you know, like, he has 1 million health? The original Frost Spirit had 1 million health, and he got shredded by, like, 32 accelerators. So, I think that's a lot of accelerators, but to be honest, it's not really that many accelerators because, you know. And also, by the way, Accelerator was much, much worse than it was now, because back then it had, like, about, like, 300 DPS, I'd say. And now, it has over 1,000 with supports. Like, this tower max level has 1,000 DPS. So, you know, the game has much, much better towers. And with this Battle Pass, it pretty much just says, hey, I know, you know, like, our events are pretty bad, but guess what? If you want to get these really cool skins, you have to grind this event for your entire couple weeks. And it's not like, well, Fallen's pretty fun. It's pretty difficult. It was a challenge. Literally, look at my loadout. If I put on timescale, I could beat this in literally 10 minutes, maybe even faster if I wanted to, and I wouldn't have any fun. It's just boring. So, and the other thing I hate about the Battle Pass is you only get, like, rewards from the regular game mode. You don't get rewards from hardcore or any special game modes or even PvP, because, like, I want to grind PvP, but guess what? I don't get no rewards for that. It's so dumb. And then the best skins being locked behind, like, a paywall, like, for example, the Beach Engineer skin, which TDS shouldn't have done because, oh my god, but that's a dumb idea. But, and then also the Octopus Accelerator skin are both locked behind 600 or 500, or I don't know what's money, like $5 worth of Robux, pretty much. Which is fine. I'm used to, you know, games monetizing themselves because they want money. It's hard, and especially, you know, trying to transverse Robux to real money is not really easy. But the amount of monetization TDS does with that is kind of annoying. I feel like what they should do is, if you do pay, like, money, the skins should actually be, like, really good, and what you should get in return is, like, a bunch of time-skill tickets, a bunch of, like, nukes and high-grade crates, and a bunch of monsters, and maybe even lots of coins too, because that's 500 Robux. That's $5, which may seem like not much, like, you know, oh, $5 isn't much. That's still a lot of money, because it racks up. Out of the 4 battle passes we've had, that's $20 in total. The last thing I hate about the battle passes is the fact that enemies drop. Like I was trying to show you once I kill an enemy, but basically when you kill an enemy, they'll drop, like, you know, these beach balls or whatever currency it is for the event, and that will go forth to your battle pass. Like, look, you see these? If you don't collect that, and also this over here, you won't get battle pass rewards. I find it very stupid, because if you want to grind fast, you want to pay attention to what you're doing, not pay attention to running around the map collecting all this stuff. I feel like what they should do is how they used to do it, where when you finish a game mode, like you lose or you win, you should just be able to get the amount of whatever you would have gotten without having to collect it. It's just so stupid. I don't like it. And last thing made me think, well, then don't grind the battle pass. I want to, literally. I had to grind to get these skins, and I love these skins. They're like my favorite skins for these towers. But the Jellyfish Electroshocker, or the Beach Engineer, or the Accelerator skin, Octopus, are cool skins, don't get me wrong. But they can't argue or can't go against literal peak towers skins. I think, well, oh, you could probably because an OG. I'm not really that OG. I've been playing since 2020 Easter, and you know, I'm not like as good as most people have been playing longer than me. For example, like Souls has been playing since the game came out, and he's 10 times better than I am because he knows how to play the game. So after I finish grinding Battle Pass, which probably will take me for a couple days, I'm going to work on this video that's going to, you know, take a long time. But the concept is I'm going to beat solo hardcore on every single map besides dual lane maps or maps that have more than one path, because those are really annoying. This to show you how easy solo hardcore is. I get it. I'm almost level 600. I'm good at the game. I'm not like just not skilled. But I know almost nothing about solo hardcore. Like literally, I don't know how to use mercenary base properly. I don't know how to use ranger properly. I don't know how to use any of the towers properly. And I was still able to beat like hardcore on every map. Or actually not yet. I'm working on it, but you'll see the video. Should come out in a couple of weeks. I have school starting, so I will be pretty busy, but I hope that I can get it up in time and work on it. So, you know, just sharing my thoughts about this. If TDS like devs see this, some tips on how to make the battle pass better. Make it so it's less grindy. Remove like time skill tickets, consumables, and you know, like that stuff, and also high grade crates and shit, because no one really wants that. And then lastly, I feel like the battle pass should stay, like, you know, like part of it should cost money, but I feel like they should like make it where it's you can either pay it with Robux or pay it with like maybe like gems even, like, cause like literally I have like 8,000 spare gems from playing hardcore a lot, so you know, it'd be pretty nice if someone would be able to give me it'd be very nice if I could like actually spend those gems. Maybe like 500 gems per battle pass or something, you know. That seems pretty reasonable. Maybe 1,000 if you want, but I feel like it's pretty reasonable, because if you're like broke, for example, or like, you know, your parents aren't really good in money, you can just grind it and then get a bunch of gems, and then, you know. And then third thing, what you should do is make it so special game modes like hardcore and PvP, and also regular like Pooh Essence 2, Badlands 2, and Pizza Party should all give you like, you know, tokens or battle pass rewards, and they should also buff the rewards to be much higher, because I'm not playing 50 fallen games. You know, that's really annoying. So these are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. You know, that's it. Peace.